Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Sultan Sadaad, and in this video I want to retell my historical fiction novel, which is this, All the Light We Cannot See by Anthony Doerr. So basically this novel takes place during the World War II, and that's why I'm using this shirt, which is to give a message regarding humanitarian issues. Anyway, go back to the story. This story is follow lives of two main characters, which is the first one is Mary Laure LeBlanc from the France, and the second one is the Warner Fanning from the Germany. And through their journey grew up in the different worlds, the story eventually connect in the one city, which is name is Saint Malo. Wow. And anyway, we're gonna talk about the first character, which is Maria Laure. So Maria is a blind girl that living in the Paris with her father. That the father is work as the locksmith at the Museum of Natural History. And you know what? Her father is built a detailed wooden model for their of their neighborhood so that she can memorize and also navigate independently. So can you imagine that the father is built like the the miniature of her city of his city to make sure her daughter can memorize the layout and also navigate independently. Like poof, really cool. But when Nazis comes occupy the Paris, like Nazis come to the Paris and like bomb other things like poof poof poof, they both go to the city name is Saint Malo, and they go to live with her great uncle, which his name is Anthony. So Anthony is a reclusive man who has traumatized by World War One, and rarely leaves the house because of the trauma. But with them, they carry a valuable gem called the Sea of Flames. This gem is a legendary diamond that believe um, to curse those who hold it. So basically, this diamond is getting from the museum. So the father is brought from the museum to make sure that this gem is not go into the Nazis' hand. So yeah, they keeping the diamond in their house. And in Saint Malo, Mary Laure like spent her time in like reading and also learning the city using another wooden model her father built. And after her father is arrested and also as a housekeeper, which is Madame Manic dies, Mary like stays behind alone. She begins secretly reading story and also resistant message over the radio hidden in the attic, and like continuing the work of Anthony had done once. So basically, Anthony doing the same thing like what Mary do right now. But we're gonna to move to the other perspective, which is Werner POV, which is Werner Furning is grow up in the orphanage in the German mining towns with his young sister named is Jutta. He is a very intelligent boy with a natural talent and also repairing radios. Like he can repairing all the radios. And because of this, he is accepted into the Nazis military school called School Forta. There, he witnesses cruelty and also violence, especially when toward his friend Frederick, who refused to follow harsh order. Warner feels like guilty but stay silent. And after his training, and Warner is sent into the Germany army as a radio operator. And he has one job, which is the job is to look at illegal radio broadcasts across the Europe. Eventually, this mission brings him into the named city where the Marie Laure is hiding, which is Saint-Malo. And in this story begins. And from the German, like from the district hotel where the German soldiers are based, Werner like hears Mary Laure's voice on the radio reading a lot from like 20,000 language under the sea book, and he eventually remember similar broadcasts he had loved as a child, and decide to like not to report her because he really liked the broadcast, so he didn't want to report the Mary to the Nazis soldier. But at the same time, a dying Nazi officer is Reinhold von Rampel is searching for the sea of flame diamond that already keeping in the house, and he believed that the stone can cure from his illness. And then he start to track the diamonds, and they found out that the diamond is on the Anthony house and enters the building while the city is under having a bomb. They broke the door, like poof, where's the diamond? And they like just show out all the thing in front of him. But yeah, Mary Laurie hides in the attic, and she very terrified and alone in the attic, keeping the diamond. But Warner using the signal from the radio and finds the house, and at that time Warner start to kill the phone Rumpel, like, and he rescues her, and they spend a short time together in the house while the bombing continues. He and she, like, they talk together and also eat together, share a quiet connection, although they have like come from the completely different side of war, because Mary from France and um, Warmer from the German, so it's very different, right? But later Mary left the city with help from locals. Warmer is also captured by the Allied soldier, is taken to the camp, but he dies soon after when he accidentally stepped into the landmine. So the story is like continue until the Mary getting older, and they have and she have a granddaughter and grandson, and like they walking into the like the city, and but she still remember the how impacted like Wormer do to the story of this life, because beyond all the things cruel, like Nazis occupied, also all the bad thing happens, there's still a hope of the good boy who try to make a good impact, not really want to just doing all the told from the like the tantaras from the soldiers. So yeah, I think that's all my story of this book, and it's very fun. It's just very fun for you to read this book, because especially for you to who likes the history, because it's very nice to read. And yeah, I think that's all the story of this book, and see you in the next video. Bye bye.